guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a quick unboxing. Everything in my living room is in complete shambles. It's a disaster. As you guys know, we have Prada, and she just doesn't know how to potty outside very efficiently. So she's created a huge mess in our living room. We had to lift our our rug, and we had to shampoo it, and the new rug pad that I just bought, she's destroyed with urine. So we had baking soda sprinkled all over it, which created a mess. So everything right now is just completely not well here, and I finally have had enough of seeing it like that. We've left it like that for a good, I want to say 2 weeks, and I can't take it anymore. So today I decided to vacuum it all up, which was a problem too because it was so messy. Baking soda is so fine that it got everywhere. So everything needs to be cleaned and dusted and just picked up. So I'm doing that today. So I had this big, huge box from Magnolia. I bought some florals for summer. I was looking for yellow specifically because I love a mustard yellow like this. That is my color, that is my jam. And the box has just been sitting by the front door for weeks now. So I think it's time to take all of the spring down and put summer up with what I have currently, and then put the rug back down, clean the furniture, and just do a whole reset up. So we're gonna do that today. And then let me show you guys, because I haven't looked at these yet. Look at how pretty these like dahlias are. Very cute. I love that. It's a very tight bunch, but if we kind of separate it, I can put it into like a smaller vase. I only got one bunch of these because I like the sparse look, but that's very cute. And then again, this is kind of almost like a baby's breath type. I do like these as well. Again, I just got one bunch, and then it looks like that yellow mustard one is kind of bleeding everywhere. So I did get 3 sets of these, which is a more like delicate flower with a yellow center. That could be really cute too. I did get 3 of those. And then I did get just one bunch of almost like this daisy flower. I'm sure we can kind of work with one bunch and just kind of make it look fuller than it is. So I did get those. I'm excited to get those up and everything cleaned up, because like I said, I can't take it anymore. It's just too much. It's overwhelming. So let's get started. This is a newer rug I bought from Amber Lewis, or Amber Interiors. And Prada ruined it within the first month of me having it, so we did need to have it. Is washable, so we were able to take it outside and wash it. couch so bad. Off because there's dog hair everywhere. I get those in the wash. Washes, I want to take all the covers to my pillows off. I want to take them to be dry cleaned. These are mostly McGee & Co. pillow covers. I do have some from Hackner Home that I bought for spring. And if it says dry clean only, I recommend dry clean only. I have ruined, not all, but some of my old pillow covers from trying to cheat the system and put them in my own washer. And I don't want to do that because pillow covers can be pretty pricey. I definitely don't want to ruin them like I have in the past. This is going to make a mess because most of my pillow inserts are feather. And these two are full of dog hair and dog stains as my pit, Dolce. This is pretty much her couch. And she throws my pillows everywhere and lays them flat and puts them wherever she wants to be comfortable. And she's had her menstrual cycle on my couch, not the actual cycle, but being on it, and she's put spots, so definitely need to take them in. Oh, that's interesting. That's a good little stain I got there. Not too sure what that's from, but hopefully it comes out. I didn't even know that that was there. Can you see that? It's like blood. The ink has bled or something is there. So yes, these definitely need to be washed. I don't know if I'm just in the spring cleaning spirit today or if I've just had it with the mess that's gone on in here. I busted my butt getting this house ready for Easter because we had family and friends over, and it seems like after a family function like that and the house is clean, it really quickly goes the other way if it's not kept up on. So I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna take these to the dry cleaner, and I also want to drop some things off at Goodwill. So let's go for a ride. All right, guys, we're going for a ride. I need to go I need to go drop some stuff off at the dry cleaner and then drop some things off at Goodwill. Hopefully the Goodwill is still taking items because it's pretty late in the afternoon. I've already been to Goodwill. This will be my third time dropping things off in the last like week and a half. So it feels good to be purging and getting rid of things. It's always a good feeling to kind of clean house and get rid of things that have just been sitting around. And in my house, I feel like I have a plethora of things that I just don't need, I don't use. Hopefully you guys don't fall over because I just have you perched up on my dashboard. It's like amateur hour over here. I do have a phone thing that holds your phone. I don't know what that's called, but it wasn't holding the phone correctly, so hopefully this works. We're just gonna make do with what I have, and right now I have a dashboard, so that should be okay. The weather has been pretty weird. It's been really warm some days and super windy and cold the next. And today it feels fairly warm. It says it's 90 degrees outside, and I don't do well in the heat, guys. It makes me crazy. I don't like to feel hot. I don't like to feel sticky. I don't like to feel sweaty. Unfortunately, with my job, I really don't have one. I'm currently an Instacart driver, and although it gives me the benefits of kind of creating my own schedule, which I love, I do have to be, how do I want to say, I do need to, prioritize how much I work in order to bring home a certain amount of money in a week. So it helps me pay my bills and pay my way, and I do like the flexibility that it gives me. If I don't want to go out, I don't have to go out. Or if I need to get out of my house, it gives me something to do. And it pretty much is, you're shopping people's orders at different stores, and to me it's like a win-win for me. I'm getting paid to shop, I'm not spending my own money. Some days I enjoy it more than others, and I'm pretty good at it. I can shop and order pretty quick and get it delivered pretty quick. I try to take pleasure in anything that I do. I'm pretty good at most things that I put myself to, and it's been good. It is hard to put yourself out there every day, even when you don't want to go. There's days that I don't want to go out and I don't want to do it. I'm getting older, so walking is good for me. However, I do a lot of walking and it starts to affect my hips. So my hips will ache and my hips will hurt, and then my back will hurt, and there's days where I feel completely beat up. And what's happening here? Is he okay? There's a guy just crossing the road. he's got a cane. Oh no, let him cross. Okay, he got across the street. Poor guy. So, you know, there's days, like I was saying, there's days that I'm hurting and I don't want to go out, you know, and there's days, you know, that I do go out and I push myself and I push my body, and then, you know, here comes the flexibility of saying, hey, you know what, I need to give my body a rest. I don't have to go out, you know, and that's something that I really enjoy about doing it, and it's something that's made me want to start this YouTube channel. You know, although I haven't been super consistent, you know, I am getting used to being on camera. I don't really like to be on camera, you know, but again, I'm, you know, pushing my own boundaries, and I'm trying to be, you know, comfortable as much as I can be. And, you know, with me being out all day pretty much from morning to evening, I'm doing the same thing every day, so there's not a lot of time that I have to film or to want to be on camera, because I'm resting my body or I'm doing all the regular things that a person does on their days off, which is, you know, cleaning your house or doing laundry, or, you know, just laying around and vegging out. You know, I'm one person and I'm trying to work a full-time job, you know, on my own hours, and I'm trying to create a channel that is, you know, got good content, and, you know, we all live pretty much the same life every single day, and, you know, I definitely don't want it to be repetitive. So that's the one thing that I find pretty challenging, is that I want to put more content, I want to film more, I want to do all these things, but I just don't have the time, because I can't prioritize just YouTube, and I can't prioritize just work. You know, I'm trying to do it all, and I definitely don't want to burn myself out, you know, even more than I already am, you know, so it's kind of hard. So if you are wondering where, you know, videos are, even if you are wondering, you know, it's hard to do it all. You know, the editing parts of a video, you know, I'm still learning, so I can't whip a video together in a day, you know, like a lot of YouTubers do, because they've been doing this for so long. Will I possibly get to that point? I'm sure I will, once I'm, you know, more familiar with the editing process, you know. So it's frustrating for me. I'm sure it's frustrating for, you know, I don't want to say all of you, but, you know, my husband is one to, you know, question me, when's your next video? When's your next video? And I don't know when that will be, because I don't have any content. So there are a couple things that I have in the works. One is my niece, I shared the baby shower with you guys. I'm going to be helping her put her baby's nursery together. So on my extra time, I've been shopping for items for the room and kind of creating a space that I want to pull together. And of course, I'm going to film that. And I feel pretty good about that, you know, so that should be coming hopefully in the next couple weeks, because she's going to be due in about maybe 5 to 6 weeks from today. And today is, I think, May 20th. I think she's due like the later part of June. So she's definitely want to jump on that, so she doesn't have to worry about, the room not being ready or her not being ready for baby to come home. So definitely that is coming, that's in the works. And then as far as at home, there's so many things I want to do at home. I want to do wall moldings on the walls. I've had this stuff purchased to do for a little over a year now, I think, and it's just sitting in the garage. So these are projects that I need to do. I just haven't had time. So I just need to find the time to do it and, you know, get that filmed and get it posted for you guys. And I also want to do our staircase. You know, my dog Dolce, she's a senior dog, and she's recently been diagnosed with cancer, and, you know, she's been having a little bit of trouble coming down the stairs, not so much going up, and she slips. We used to have carpet on our stairs, and the last like 2 years we've replaced it with different floors, you know, more hardwood floors, and she kind of slips and slides coming down the stairs. So I do want to do a carpet runner with some carpet rails. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but I do want to do that. I do want to touch up the paint on the stairs and, you know, hang something on the main wall, and again do the wall moldings up the stairs, and, you know, hang some lamps, or not lamps, or like light sconces. You know, these are all the things that I want to do. It's just not having the time to do them, but that also is in the works. So yeah, there's just a lot that I definitely need to get done, and one is having the time to do it, and then two, just doing it. That way I have content to get out to you guys, and, you know, you guys can kind of see what I can do. You know, there's been a lot of things that I've done in my home that I've never filmed before, and because I didn't have a reason to film. And, you know, I'm pretty excited to show you guys, you know, what I'm capable of and what I can do, and it's what I enjoy. And at the end of it all, it's a good feeling to know that you've completed a project and you're proud of it, you know. So there's also our bathrooms that we want to remodel. Again, that's more of a bigger project, so we definitely need to be, you know, financially able to do that. Our bathroom in the master needs to be helped. You know, I've even considered to do just like a quick remodel, if you will, just painting the lady, I got it. Painting the vanity and changing the hardware, putting new faucets, kind of creating a new look without spending too much money. So that's definitely in the works. I would love to get a new couch. The couch you guys saw me taking the cushions off of, we bought that couch when we first bought our home, and it's definitely been over 10 years, and we are due for an upgrade. You know, Dolce, again, that's pretty much her couch, and she's really comfortable on it. We as a family, we don't really use it too much because we found that it's pretty uncomfortable now. So I would love to buy a new couch and, you know, hopefully have a living room reset too. And you know, there's just different things that come along with, we all want better rooms for our home. We all want it all, you know, so it's just about financially being able to do it all. So I'm here at the dry cleaner, so I'm gonna run inside and then I'll come back and then we'll go. Okay. Friday pickup. Make sure to hang on to this. You know, it's funny, I just dropped off 10 pillowcases or pillow covers, and I realized that a lot of them are beige. I need to incorporate more color into my pillow covers. Okay. Check on drop off at the dry cleaner. Now, off to Goodwill. It scared me. I thought he was going to pull out into my car. Just realized I went to Home Goods the other day. You know, that's like my second home, and I bought, if any of you guys are familiar with La Cruelle or La Crusette, however you want to say it, it's like typical La Cruelle is like the Dutch ovens, or you know, the stovetop bread bakers or whatever. It's the enameled cast iron pots. My son bought me a La Cruelle pot for Christmas, which literally made me cry because I've been wanting one for so long, and they're pretty pricey. Anyway, Mike and I actually went to Home Goods the other day, and in the store, I've seen them sell like La Cruelle bakeware and, you know, little items, but typically they are never in a color that I want for my kitchen. They are always in like a red or an orange, you know, great colors, but you know, my color palette is like the pillowcases I just dropped off. I'm very neutral in colors. I did get a green La Cruelle pot, which I've been loving the green lately. However, I told Mike the next pot that I get, I want it to be the meringue color. And it is like a cream color on like the base, and then it gradually goes up to like a white color, so it looks like meringue. Anyway, sorry you guys are falling. We walked in there and we walked down the baking section just because I like to look at a little bit of everything when I'm there, and I saw a baking dish, almost like a casserole dish with a lid, and it was like your regular standard 9x12, and I picked that up. It was, I forget, I'll show you guys. It was I think $50 or $60, which is pretty pricey, but for that brand you're buying it at a discount already if you find a good one at a Home Goods or TJ Maxx or anything like that. So, excuse me. So yeah, I picked that up, and then as I was looking in that same area, I found two like 8x8s, again with a lid. I put those in my cart because that's typically what we do. Mike tells me, put it in your cart and think about it as you continue to go throughout the store. A small part of me wanted to put it back just because I don't really need things like that. you know. However, I've never seen anything like that in that colorway in a Home Goods ever. So I felt like I should take advantage of the moment and pick it up while I could, because I don't think that I will ever see those again unless they start all of a sudden coming out and pulling them, putting them on the shelves in that colorway. So I did grab those, and then I again continued to look, and I found 2 pie dishes. When do I ever make a pie? I don't know that I've ever made a pie, but maybe I will now that I have a La Cruelle pie dish, you know. And then Mike was like, well, you can always even make a pot pie. And I'm like, okay, sold. So I grabbed those. So I have a bunch of pieces. That long story, sorry, is because I can hear something rattling in the back trunk, and I just realized that I never took the stuff out of the car. So it's all in there. It's probably been back there for, I want to say like 3 or 4 days now. Again, it's not something that I needed, but I definitely need to go through what I have and purge what I don't need. That way I can replace that, because my kitchen is very limited to the things I can have, which is another reason why I need a bigger kitchen, and I need more storage, and I need more space for my Home Goods finds. If you know, you know. The struggle is real when it comes to kitchen things. You know, can we ever really have enough? I don't know. So yeah, I'll show you guys everything that I got later on in the video. I don't even remember what else I did get outside of the La Cruelle. Oh, I think I got some wrapping paper, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think I bought my son a candle. I can't remember, but we'll go through it together and I'll show you. So we are almost to the Goodwill. This should be a real quick. It's after 5 now. Hopefully they're still accepting donations. I hope so, because I don't want to have to lug this stuff back out. If not, it's fine. I can always come and drop it off tomorrow. It's just that I'm here. Can you hear it rattling back there? Falling. Mike should be getting home in the next like hour and a half. I do have to go home and make some sort of dinner, and he's actually going to be leaving to Arizona for about a week. He's leaving tomorrow evening, so that'll kind of give me some time to get things done around the house or work longer hours, so I don't feel like I'm neglecting him in any way if I'm not home or I'm doing something else. So should be nice. He's gonna go see his mom and go help his mom out with a few things around her house, so it'll just be me and the dogs, me and the kids. I love me a thrift shop. Are they closed? They are closed. Dang it. Well, we had a little car ride chat, if anything. You know, but I did pick up some like pre-made dinners because I'm not typically home in the evenings, and I wanted to make it easy for Mike or my daughter Chloe to be able to throw something in a pan and just heat it up and cook it. So I did pick up some chicken. It's like chicken tenders almost, with like a lemon buttery sauce and some veggies, and I already have some rice at the house. You could just eat it over rice. But I love that. I love the quick and easy, and they're, you know, healthier than, you know, ordering a pizza, which don't threaten me with a good time. I love me some pizza. But, you know, makes it easy for them. You feel better after you've eaten kind of somewhat clean. And it's just nice and convenient. You know, I'd rather them be eating that than going through a drive-through somewhere and spending their money on trash. You know, and I too have been eating really bad lately, and I put on weight that I'm not very happy with, although I pretty much eat like once a day, and I've been putting on weight. You know, getting old is, I'm not old, but I'm older, and, you know, I think our hormones are fluctuating, and just things are kind of all over the place because I've had excessive weight gain. To me, in this last year, I've put on like 45 pounds, and that's unusual for someone that eats once a day. So I need to get checked. I need to go to the doctor, and I need to figure out what's really going on, because I was heavier at one point of my life, and then I lost a bunch of weight, and I got rid of all my bigger clothes, and I bought a smaller wardrobe, and now I'm to the point where I need bigger clothes, and I don't want to have to go out and buy bigger clothes because I don't want to stay this size forever. So it's been complicating. It's frustrating. If you're a woman, you know how frustrating it is to put weight on, and then your confidence goes down, your insecurities go up, and, you know, it's just not fun. I've even contemplated going on Ozempic, you know, reaching out to my doctor and saying, hey, I want to be on that train. Put me on it, you know, or one of them. Why not? Who doesn't want a little help with weight loss? You know, so many other people have done it. Why can't I? You know, don't want to be on it for long term, but, you know, just to kind of help the harder part of starting a weight loss. You know, of course we all want the easy way out. I ain't mad at it either. You know, if I can drop 20 pounds in a couple months, why not? And if I can drop 45 pounds in 6 months, why not? You know, I'm down. All right, so I'm gonna drive home. I'm almost home, and I will see you guys at the house for my home goods haul, and then we have to move the stuff into the dryer. Let's not forget. Don't let me forget. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, I'm back. I got home. I vacuumed the couch. She's the culprit. It's her fault. I can't tell you how much dog hair, black dog hair, is everywhere because of her. It's her fault. So if anyone's looking for a new puppy, just hit me up. You can have her. Just kidding. All right, so I was telling you guys in the car that I have some home goods things. And I gotta go through this real quick because I'm losing daylight and she's gonna wanna be all over everything. So first thing I got, excuse me ma'am, you're always in my way. Come here, you wanna say hi? Say hi. Say it's my fault, it's my fault. I do it all the time. Yeah, no, I love her, but her hair is everywhere. So if you guys have any tips on how to deal with hair for these Frenchies, please help, because I've never had this issue before. All the dogs I've had have short hair, but she tends to lose a lot of it. And she's on the one item that I want to show you guys. Excuse me, miss, can you please move? Can I borrow this? You can have it back. I took her with me to Home Goods and I put this in the cart and she was laying on it. So I think she thinks now it's hers. So real quick, I got a little rug. Just an accent rug. I'm gonna put it by the bathroom. Okay, you can go now. You can go now. All right, second quick item. Paper. Look how pretty that is. Oh, can you see? It's like little blue flowers. Super cute. I do love that. So, $3.99. Got a second one. Bumblebees. Why isn't it focusing? And I think this was the same. $3.99. All right, on to the fun stuff. Oh yeah, I can't show you this. First, locker way. How pretty. Oh, see how it goes from like the beigey color up to the white? It's so nice. I have never seen this at my Home Goods. 30 bucks. I bet if you were to go to a La Crouet store, you would not find this for 30 bucks. It actually says compared at the Liars, compare at 39. I doubt that. This is gonna be more expensive. So I got 2 of those. 2 pies, 2 pot pies, whatever. Pretty much the rest of the haul is the same thing. It's all La Crouet. So this was the first one that I found. But look, how is her hair in here? You guys, I'm telling you. She's everywhere. I can't get rid of her ever. So this one says compare at 110. I got it for 80. So really good quality. It's got the La Crouet inscription, and it's the lidded version of the casserole. I don't even remember what I got. Oh man, these look like they melted a little bit. I had them in the car. Taper candles. More taper candles. These were missing ones, so I got this one for 8 bucks. This one was 13 bucks. Kitchen sponges, 5 bucks. Love those. I got 2 graduation cards because I have 2 graduations in my family this year. This next month, actually. So got 2 of those. I got Mikey a candle. So sandalwood moss. It does have the wood wick, which is really nice. If you see these, grab them. They make the nicest wood burning flickering sound.
Excuse me.
You guys, she is always up to no good.
What are you doing? You can't do that.
I'm telling you, if anybody's looking for a dog, just hit me up. So this smells very masculine. That's why I said I got it for him. It's 13 bucks, a little pricey for what it is, but the wooden wick, you can't beat it. I think it's gives a nice ambiance if you are wanting to just light it up in a darker room. You can hear the wood wick like burning, and it's awesome. I love those. I like to get those when I find those. Okay, more La Crue. So here's the smaller version. This is like I want to say like an 8x8. She just is so loud and so obnoxious. This one was 50. This compares to 99, so about half off. That I believe. This pie dish, I don't believe that at all. But yeah, that's that one. And then I got a larger one. This one was only 20 bucks. Doesn't say the dimensions. Oh, this is like a 9x9. What does this one say? This has to be like an 8x8. So this is a little bit larger than this one. If you can tell, it's kind of hard. So same sides. I'm telling you, pretty much all of this haul is this La Crue because I've never seen this color. So I think that's pretty much the rest of my haul. I think I got a second one of those. So yeah, I got a second one of these. Isn't it pretty? Like, you guys, it's like the perfect color. So that was it. So I got 2 of the big ones and then 2 of the small ones. So 2 big, 2 smaller, 1 9x9, and then the 2 pie dishes. That is my haul.
Hey! You're not gonna do that right now. I have you on camera.
Losing a leg doesn't stop her, I'm telling you guys. Okay. Got the base on. Now I just need to put the pillows. You'll see it done in 3, 2, 1. You gotta love the power of editing. She is done. Now I just need to move the coffee table back in, and I need help. Where is she?
Floor.
Okay, thank you.
Go outside. Come on. Come on.
Well, I think I just ruined my lamp. a sudden. How does it look?